All right, here we go. So in the last video, we made this. We made this basic website with a floating nav on the top and and a header image and stuff like that. Pretty basic. And now we're going to change the navigation and we're going to add a logo. So let's see. I could put it in the header. That's a thing that happens a lot. Thinking about doing it. Thinking about it. Nope, I'll just do it up here. So I want to wrap this whole thing. So I'm just going to say div class equals, what should we call it? Branding. That seems like a good one. And I'm going to wrap it around the nav. And I'm going to add another div called logo. And I'm going to use a cat as my image source equals placekitten.com. I'll make it 200 by 200. Am I in the right place? No, I am not. I need to move this to a different file. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to grab this, copy it, and then I'm going to get rid of it and make this normal again because I meant to put it in a new version of this. Basic site with logo. There we go. Sorry about that. All right. Paste div branding logo div nav. Wait a second. Oh, right. There we go. All better. I'll check the other one, make sure I didn't mess it up. So now we're going to have a branding area. It's going to have this logo with a cat, and then it's going to have a nav next to it on the right-hand side of it. So let's see how terrible this looks. My favorite part. The cat is totally blown out because I have that image with 100%. And who knows where the navigation went. It's just very sad right now. So let's fix that. So first thing, we want to take navigation out of this position fixed. We don't want it to be 100 viewport width. We do want it to be 100% of the space that it's in. It keeps giving me double. Okay, so refresh, still looking terrible because we haven't done Flexbox yet. So branding, so I'm going to put it up here, dot branding. So inside branding, we have the div that has the logo and the nav. So if we say display flex, it's going to try to flex those things. Yay, already looking much better, right? So let's just make our cat look like a logo. I'm just going to give it a circle. Everything needs border radius. Border radius 50%. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. It thinks it's Django. That's why. Let me change that. CSS. Yay. Now it'll stop. That should never happen to you. Okay, and then maybe we'll give it some padding around it. Or I guess margin. Wait, what happened to the border radius? Oh, it's on the div, but not the image. That's why. Logo image. Okay, there's our cat. And now let's move our nav over. So we've got basically logo and nav. Let's make logo be a flex of, how much should we give it? 20%? 25%. And then nav, let's give it, instead of this width of 100, let's give it a flex of 75%. And now we've got something like this. Maybe we need margin left on the nav to get it away. 50 pixels. It's probably just weird because it's got like background color. Maybe I just need to change that, but we could move it down. Let's see, we could say the nav should be align self. I think it's self. Baseline. Let's try that. Then if that doesn't work, then you can always go in here, inspect. And one thing we want to see is like, how big does the nav, how tall does it think it is? It doesn't think it's very tall. And so maybe we have to go to branding and say align items instead and try baseline. Okay. That's a little too far down because we've got padding or margin on the image. But if we take that margin bottom off, then we should be okay. Margin, and then I'll just override it. Margin bottom 0. Still got some space. Branding. All right. Well, branding, baseline, flex, and yeah. So baseline is the one we want, but maybe we just have to do a little margin, negative margin on this. I don't know. Nav margin. Like pull the logo down. Margin bottom negative. There, something like that. This color, it just would be better if it was just like solid text. One other thing that I haven't done is get rid of that underline. Now, underline is kind of a good thing for usability, but I don't know. I like to style things my own way. So we get rid of it here. Text decoration. My gosh, none. And then maybe if you have on your hover, I kind of want to get rid of these background colors now. But on your hover, you could add like a border bottom or something. So nav a hover border bottom 1 pixel solid black. It's probably going to be the width of the. Nope, actually that looks great. So you could do something like that instead. Also, the cursor's changing, and I'm going to show you how to do a cooler cursor as well. But let's just get rid of these horrible background colors. They're not working for me anymore. And then we can do the baseline thing. So branding, align items, baseline. And while we're at it, we should get rid of this because it doesn't work. Okay, so baseline, and then that margin bottom on logo, margin bottom negative 20 pixels. Pull it all up a little bit, something like that. These have a hover state. You could do a thicker line. I just kind of threw something in. But that is kind of the general gist of having links for your nav and also a logo. And I'm gonna stop this video. All right, sweet, thanks.